Sorry for the delay. So we'll start with the praise. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Acharya Nirvishesha Srimadu Dashyate Vishitarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasavi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Go with Hare Hare. Okay, so we would like to see first what did we discuss in the last session. Anybody would like to recall? हम लोगों ने क्या डिस्कस किया था लास्ट टाइम? यस राहुल, बताइए.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु दंडवत। तो हमने भरत महाराज का स्टोरी सुना था कि वो कैसे जो है एक बहुत ही कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस से फॉलो कर रहे थे, बहुत से भक्त थे भगवान के, बट जो एक डियर था उससे वो अटैच हो जाते हैं बहुत ज्यादा, और इतना अटैच हो जाता है कि नेक्स्ट बार जो उनको भी डियर का मिल जाता है। बट फॉर्चुनेटली बाय ग्रेस ऑफ कृष्णा वो ये याद रख पाते हैं उस डियर के फॉर्म में भी कि वो पिछले जन्म में भरत महाराज थे एंड ही वाज द किंग ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड। तो इससे हमने ये सीखा था कि अगर हमारा जरा सा भी अगर हमारा इस भौतिक संसार में अटैचमेंट है, जब इवन दो वी आर चैंटिंग, वी आर रीडिंग, वी आर हियरिंग, गोइंग ऑन द ट्रिप्स और एसोसिएशन ले रहे हैं, प्रसाद ले रहे हैं, सब चीजें कर रहे हैं, बट अगर कई केसेस में हमारा अगर अटैचमेंट रह जाता है कई डिवोटीज में, तो विल नॉट बी एबल टू गो बैक टू आवर एंड। तो हमें कृष्णा को बहुत स्ट्रांगली फॉलो करना है, कृष्णा से प्रे करना है कि हम प्रभुपाद जी की और उनकी टीचिंग को अच्छे से स्ट्रिक्टली फॉलो कर पाए।
वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा. So we had understood the story of भरत महाराज. भरत महाराज के जो पिताजी थे ऋषभ देव. ऋषभ देव के पिताजी का नाम क्या था? Anybody would like to recall? Yes. What was the name of father of ऋषभ देव? अग्निधर. राजा अग्निधर. उनके वो जो फादर थे उनका नाम था राजा अग्निधर. So Agnidhara was basically son of राजा प्रियव्रता. राजा प्रियव्रत के जो पुत्र हुए थे, उनमें से जो एक जो जो पुत्र थे, राजा प्रियव्रत के काफी सारे पुत्र थे, उनमें से तीन जो है सन्यासी बने, हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था. और जो अग्निधर हैं ऐसे कुछ थे जो क्षत्रिय रहे. राइट, वी हैड डिस्कस्ड एक्चुअली. सो तो अग्निधर के जो है 9 पुत्र हुए एक्चुअली. एंड वो जो 9 पुत्र हैं राजा अग्निधर, ऐसा करके पहले तो 7 पुत्र हुए राजा प्रियव्रत के, जिनको उन्होंने जम्बूद्वीप के 7 जो द्वीप हैं, सॉरी, ये जो पूरा भूमंडल है उसके 7 हिस्सों का राजा बना दिया था. तो उनके अलग अलग नाम हुए, जम्बूद्वीप.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु, आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही। हरे कृष्णा प्रभु।
प्रभु आपकी वॉइस नहीं आ रही. डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया सर.
यस, ही विल जॉइन।
Hare Krishna. Sorry, I got disconnected. But I have connected with my mobile, so this problem will not come. Okay. So where I stopped, क्या सुना था लास्ट में आप लोगों ने जो मैं एक्सप्लेन कर रहा था? Anybody can tell me what was the last discussion जो आप लोगों ने सुना था? मैं बोलते बोलते गायब हो गया।
जम्बू द्वीप के बारे में बता रहे थे।
जम्मू द्वीप पे
राजा ये
तो राजा
ये
जो ऋषभ देव थे, उनके जो पिताजी थे, वी हैड सीन, I would just open it. I'll share with you all. ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, पांचवा जो स्कंद है, इसमें हमें बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें देखने को मिलेगी, कैसा हमारा यूनिवर्स में कहाँ कहाँ कौन कौन सी चीज है। राइट। सो राजा प्रिव्रत हुए, हम लोगों ने देखा कि 5 संतानें हुई थी मनु की। हम लोगों ने देखा था कैसे महाराज प्रिव्रत ने पूरा जो भूमंडल है उसके 7 हिस्से कर दिए थे, है ना? कुछ इस तरीके से 7 हिस्से कर दिए थे उन्होंने, हम लोगों ने देखा था उनके रथ के पहियों से। तो महाराज प्रिव्रत की ग्लोरीज हम समझ सकते हैं कि कितने ये ताकतवर थे, भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त तो थे ही। तो भगवान के शुद्ध भक्त अपनी ताकत जनरली दिखाना नहीं चाहते, लेकिन फिर भी जब जरूरत पड़ती है तो फिर वो दिखाते भी हैं। तो प्रियव्रत के जो एक पुत्री हुई देवयानी, जिसके बारे में हम आगे के स्कंद में उनके बारे में सुनेंगे। और जो उनके 13 पुत्र हुए, उनमें से 3 सन्यासी हुए, 3 मनु हुए, और 7 जो हैं बाकी के, उनको अलग अलग द्वीप उन्होंने दे दिए, जो 7 हिस्सों में बटे थे। फिर अग्निधर उनके जो एक पुत्र थे, उनके बारे में आगे डिस्क्रिप्शन है, क्योंकि व्यासदेव क्या है कि सबके बारे में डिस्क्राइब नहीं कर सकते, अदरवाइज भागवतम विल बिकम वेरी वेरी बिग। तो हमसे जो कंसर्न चीज है उसके बारे में, कैसे धीरे धीरे भारतवर्ष तक पहुंचे, जहां पर हम लोग रह रहे हैं वहां तक कैसे हम लोग पहुंचे, वो सृष्टि की स्टार्टिंग से वहां तक का व्यासदेव जी बता रहे हैं। अगर हो सकता है किसी और द्वीप में व्यासदेव जी भागवतम लिख रहे, तो वहां पर और अलग तरीके से जो है वो सारी डिसेंडेंट जो वंश है उसको बता रहे होंगे। पर भागवतम जो हमें बहुत अच्छा, बिकॉज आई एम रीडिंग नाउ डेज, आई एम फीलिंग वेरी नाइस कि जो है किस तरीके से भगवान की बहुत असीम कृपा है भागवतम के रूप में हम सभी भक्तों के ऊपर। Otherwise, very difficult in this age to understand all these kind of things.
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा। तो तो जो 9 पुत्र हुए उनको उन्होंने फिर जम्बू द्वीप के अलग अलग 9 हिस्सों का राजा बना दिया। हाउ आई जस्ट टेल यू, यू कैन सी दिस इज जम्बू द्वीप, बीच में माउंट मेरू है। और अगर मैं आपको दिखाऊं, तो here you can see these are 9 areas, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. I hope it is clear. 1 2 3 4 5 6 जैसे यहाँ पर तक हुए हैं, इधर 3 है तो ऐसे 3 इधर है, और बीच में 3, तो ऐसे करके 9 जो अपने पुत्र हैं उनको 9 हिस्से उन्होंने जो है उनको रूल करने के लिए, उनको जो है वहां पर उनका राज्य जो है उनको दे दिया। तो फिर ये जो 9 पुत्र हुए, उनमें से जो एक पुत्र थे वो थे राजा नाभि। कौन थे? राजा नाभि। तो राजा नाभि जो है ये जो है कुछ हवन करते हैं ताकि उनको एक ऐसा पुत्र प्राप्त हो सके जो कि भगवान का अंश हो या भगवान का रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हो, तो उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से भगवान की सेवा करते हुए, वो भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हुए, तो है जो मेरु देवी नाम की एक कन्या से उन्होंने विवाह किया। और उनको जो प्राप्त हुआ वो कौन हुए? ऋषभ देव हुए। अच्छा, अग्निधर के जो 9 पुत्र हुए, उनका नाम क्या था? उनका नाम था किम पुरुष वर्षा, किम पुरुष इलाव्रता, एंड उनके जो नाम नाम थे मैं आपको बताता हूँ। केतुमाला, भद्राश्व, आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं, किम पुरुष, हरिवर्ष, उत्तर कुरु, और हिरण्य, रम्यका, इलाव्रता, और इस तरीके से उनके जो है वो 9 पुत्र हुए। तो उन्हीं के नाम पे ये 9 वर्ष बन गए। जम्बूद्वीप में 9 हिस्से जो है उनमें डिवाइड हुए, तो उन्हीं के नाम पे 9 जो है चीजें डिवाइड होने के बाद में उनका नामकरण हो गया। और फिर जो है एक जो उनके पुत्र थे, जो राजा नाभि थे, 9 पुत्रों में से एक जो राजा थे, जिनको ये वाला हिस्सा मिला था, आप देख सकते हैं सबसे लास्ट में जो जहाँ पर लिखा भारतवर्ष, तो ये हिस्सा मिला था। तो उनके एक पुत्र जो हुए थे वो थे राजा नाभि, और राजा नाभि के जो है एक पुत्र हुए ऋषभ देव। तो ऋषभ देव जो है, ऋषभ देव के 100 पुत्र हुए, जो हम लोगों ने देखा था। 100 में से एक जो सबसे बड़े जो पुत्र थे वो थे राजा भरत, और बाकी के जो उनके 9 पुत्र थे, 9 योगेंद्र, तो संन्यास धारण करके भगवान की सेवा करते हैं, शुद्ध भक्त बन जाते हैं। और 11वें स्कंद में हम देखते हैं वो राजा निमि को यही जो है 9 योगेंद्र मिलते हैं और उनको उपदेश देते हैं। और उनके जो बाकी के जो जो 91 पुत्र हैं, वो राजा भरत को सीनियर मोस्ट मान के जो ऋषभ देव है उनको आज्ञा देते हैं कि इनको भी आप अपने पिता के जैसा मान सकते हो, क्योंकि सबसे बड़े भाई को हमें पिता के रूप में मानना चाहिए। तो ऐसा करके वो जो है ऋषभ देव संन्यास धारण करते हैं, और वो जंगल में जाके भगवान की सेवा में व्यतीत करते हैं अपना समय। तो राजा भरत जो है, उनके नाम पे फिर ये जो हम देख रहे हैं, ये जो लास्ट का वर्ष है, उसका नाम क्या पड़ता है? भारतवर्ष। उसका नाम क्या पड़ता है? भारतवर्ष पड़ता है। Anyway, so today we are going to discuss the structure of the whole universe. So here in front of you, you can see जो 5th कैंटो में जो आता है, 5वें स्कंद में जो आता है, कि इतना सारा डिस्क्रिप्शन आ गया, भारतवर्ष तक पहुंच गए, तो फिर परीक्षित महाराज के मन में प्रश्न उठना शुरू होते हैं कि मैं थोड़ा जानना चाहता हूँ कि ये नर्कलोक कहाँ पर स्थित है, भूलोक कहाँ पर स्थित है, स्वर्गलोक कहाँ पर स्थित है, ब्रह्मलोक कहाँ पर स्थित है। एंड ये सारी चीजें मेरे मन में जानने की बहुत ही ज्यादा इच्छा है, तो कृपया करके मेरा मार्गदर्शन करें। तो सुखदेव गोस्वामी बहुत विस्तार से, लगभग आधा जो 5वां स्कंद है वो पूरा इन्हीं से भरा हुआ है। इसको आप अगर ध्यान पूर्वक पढ़ोगे तो आपको बहुत कुछ समझ में आना शुरू होगा। तो टू स्टार्ट विद, एक्चुअली राजा जो है पहले जो है वो बताना शुरू करते हैं। यस, तो पहले आता है ग्लोरी द डिसेंडेंट्स ऑफ किंग प्रियव्रता। पहले क्या आता है? I hope it's visible to you all now. तो जो हम लोगों ने अभी तक देखा था, वो हमने देखा, राजा भरत के बारे में हम लोगों ने देख लिया, ऋषभ देव के बारे में देख लिया, और जड़ भरत की कहानी हम लोगों ने सुनी। फिर इसके बाद में जो जो है, अब जो चालू होता है 16वां अध्याय, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, ये सारे अध्याय जो हैं किसके बारे में, 16 से लेकर 26 में 10 अध्याय पूरा का पूरा किसके बारे में है, पूरी ब्रह्मांड का जो स्ट्रक्चर है उसके बारे में, जो बहुत ही ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है। ऐसा समझना हो सकता है हमारे लिए थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है। तो जम्बू द्वीप के बारे में बताया गया, वाइल डिस्क्राइबिंग द कैरेक्टर ऑफ महाराज प्रियव्रत एंड हिज डिसेंडेंट्स, सुखदेव गोस्वामी ऑल्सो डिस्क्राइब्ड मेरू माउंटेन एंड द प्लैनेटरी सिस्टम्स इन भूमंडला. Bhumandala is like a lotus flower, and its 7 islands are compared to the whole of the lotus. तो जो भूमंडल है उसको किससे कंपेयर किया गया है, लोटस से कंपेयर किया गया है, ठीक है। तो उस लोटस के जो ये जो सात सात द्वीप है जो कि प्रियव्रत महाराज के पहिए से बने थे, इन्हें उस लोटस, उस कमल का होल से कंपेयर किया गया, जो बीच में जो काला कलर का होता है, बहुत सारे ऐसे डंडे स्पाइक्स से जैसे निकले रहते हैं। और जो जम्बू द्वीप है वो एकदम सेंटर में उस होल के, जम्बू द्वीप उसके एकदम सेंटर में है। सो आई वुड जस्ट शो यू वन पिक्चर so you can little convince, can see that. यस, तो आप यहाँ से थोड़ा सा आइडिया लगा सकते हो, इट्स नॉट वेरी मच परफेक्ट बट लिटिल बिट यू कैन टेक द आइडिया। तो ये इसको आप फैला दीजिए, दिस इज पिक्चर, तो इसको आप पूरा फैला देंगे तो दिस इज कंप्लीट दिस थिंग। ये पूरा सब कुछ जो है बीच में आप देख रहे हैं, तो ये क्या है, दिस इज बेसिकली जम्बू द्वीप है, जहाँ पर आपको लोटस दिख रहा है, दिस इज कम्प्लीटली जम्बू द्वीप है। So, so now अब हम लोग अगर जम्बू द्वीप की बात करें, द डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ जम्बू द्वीप, सो इफ वी वांट टू स्टडी, so it's very complicated but we'll try to understand little bit about it. Okay, तो टॉप में है ब्रह्मलोका, जहां पर ब्रह्मा जी रहते हैं, जिसे सत्यलोक भी कहा जाता है। उसके नीचे में जनलोक, तपलोक, महरलोक, ठीक है। जनलोक, तपलोक, महरलोक का बहुत अच्छा डिस्क्रिप्शन आता है। ब्रह्मलोक में आदमी ऑलमोस्ट अमर है, उसका जो है केवल एक ही बार बर्थ होता है, एक ही बार डेथ होता है, उसके बीच में वहां पे नो एंट्री, है ना, ओनली क्रिएशन के समय वहां पे एंट्री होती है, उसके अलावा वहां पर एंट्री नहीं होती। सिमिलरली जनलोक, तपलोक, महरलोक, these are also almost similar planets where the there are the yogis, you can say, very capable yogis, अष्टांग yogis, जो बहुत तपस्या करते हैं, वो लोग वहां रहते हैं। एंड दे आर ऑल्सो ऑलमोस्ट अमर, जो केवल और केवल जब ब्रह्मा जी की डेथ होती है तभी ऑलमोस्ट इनकी भी डेथ होती है। तो Prabhupada says this is the sign that a person can live happily even in the material world also. कोई व्यक्ति भौतिक जगत में भी खुश रह सकता है अगर वो भौतिक जगत के नियमों का, कानूनों का पालन करे। एंड द प्रूफ आर दीज प्लानिटरी सिस्टम्स, बट एटलीस्ट एक बार लाइफ तो उसको अंत होता ही होता है। पर्सन डोंट फील हेयर एनी काइंड ऑफ एंजाइटी ड्यू टू डिजीजेस, he does not feel anxiety due to demons attack, demons can never attack on these planets. And they don't feel the anxiety of you can say old age, and so these kind of things are not there in three upper planetary system and Satloka, so you can say 4 planetary systems. नीचे में फिर उसके क्या आता है, यू कैन सी डाउन दैट इज सप्त ऋषि लोका, जहाँ पर 7 ऋषि रहते हैं। there is this Shishumara chakra, we'll try to understand it later on. Then down if you go, there is Bhuvar Loka, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना ओम भू भुव स्वाहा, तो भुवर लोका, तो वेयर सिद्धास, गंधर्वास, चारणास, दिस काइंड ऑफ लिविंग एंटिटीज आर लिविंग। स्वर्ग लोका, where you can see on the top there are the moon planet, sun planet, these are called as Swargloka planets. Under that are Bhuvarloka planets, which is also one of the planetary system. So like that there are total 7 planetary systems, भूवरलोका, स्वर्गलोका एंड द 4 अपर वन। तो कितने हो गए, 7 हो गए, है ना। पृथ्वी से ऊपर 7 प्लेनेटरी सिस्टम है, फिर पृथ्वी और जो भूमंडल है वो कितना हो गए हमारे, ये 8वां प्लेनेटरी सिस्टम हो गया। और उसके नीचे फिर है अतल, वितल, सुतल, तीन, तलातल, महातल, रसातल एंड पाताल, सात ही हो गए. So I think somewhere I'm counting one more. I think Satyaloka is not counted in that thing. So I'll just confirm that thing. Anyway, and then we can see here is a Mount Meru. This Mount Meru is very, very long. I think it is 22,000 yojanas, and it's completely pure gold mountain. On the top of this mountain, there are 9 cities. In the center is Brahmapuri, where Lord Brahma has his rule. It is called as Brahmapuri, and around that city you can see there are 8 lokpalas, है ना, जहाँ पर 8 जो है वो है, कह सकते हो आप, देवी देवता है, उनका जो है उनका घर है, उनका उनका जो है छोटा छोटा उनका जो है राज्य है वहां पर. तो द लॉर्ड्स ऑफ द 8 कॉर्नर्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. इनफैक्ट जब हम बैंगलोर में रहते हैं, सो यू कैन कोरिलेट दिस थिंग वेरी मच दैट these these demigods in similar manner, है ना, जो यहाँ पर बताए गए हैं, they are also invited in a similar manner, this kind of in same fashion. You'll find this kind of 8 or 9 devtas in our this thing, uh, what do we call, Brahmotsava. So anyway, so then Mount Meru is there, and down on the this Mount Meru where it touches the Bhumandala. It is called as Jambu Dvipa. Okay, and like that there are 7 islands, and they are called as Bhuloka. Okay, and then there are 7 lower planetary systems, जिन्हें कहा जाता है कि there are many living entities who are living there. Their sunlight is also not reaching. So in one sense, there are hellish planets, but there are some advanced demons who can create, like Mayasur, who was the father-in-law of Ravana. So he has created a Bila Swarga. So he was very qualified. He got some kind of boon, and because of that, he made that his planetary system very, very nice. There are all facilities which you can find in Swargloka. Those all facilities created artificially in this loka also. So these descriptions are given in that. There are Patala. Patal mein there is Nagloka, where all the Nagas are living, and they are having monies on their heads. Due to that, all that Patal Loka is shining. And then down you can see there are 28 hellish planetary systems. And down, if you see, there is Ananta Shesha, on which Lord Vishnu is lying Garbhodak Sagar ke andar, और माता लक्ष्मी इनकी सेवा करें. So this is a kind of, and this whole shell is basically protected by 7 shells of the universe. What are those? These are basically 8. Sometimes they count it as 7. Sometimes they don't count the ego, but sometimes they count. So they are ego, earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. Like that, there are 8 shells of the universe. So I'm just explaining. It is although not very important for us to understand. It is just to give an idea. हमारी भक्ति पे इससे बहुत ज्यादा अफेक्ट नहीं होगा, लेकिन अगर हमें पता है तो अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि इसको समझने के बाद में हमें समझ में आएगा कि हमें ये समझ में नहीं आ सकता है. ओके, so just this little bit I am trying to explain it. So more pictures you can see here. There is Brahmaloka, upper molar planet, then Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, Swargloka, and there is Mount Meru. This Mount Meru is actually almost touching the Swargloka. You can see almost touching. This is so long. हमारे जो भूमंडल से है ये कहाँ जा रहा है, you can just see it's very, very high, है ना. And on the top of that there is Brahmapuri. So anyway, so this Mount Meru is not just stopping here at the Bhumandala. It's crossing the Bhuloka, this earthly realm. This is not Earth. This is earthly realm, Bhuloka. Earth is very small in compared to this Bhuloka, and it is going down, and it is somewhere finishing itself. I think it is touching Atal Loka. So it is told that almost 25% is under the earthly realm, Bhuloka, and 75% it is above the भूलोका. एंड जम्बूद्वीप का हम लोग अंडरस्टैंडिंग करेंगे. देन अतल लोक, वितल, सुतल, तलातल, रसातल एंड पाताल, एंड लाइक दैट इट इज देयर. So you can see here are the more descriptions of 8 layers: earth, water, fire, air, ether, ego, Mahatattva, and like that they are telling. So the size of each layer is also told here. The size of the whole this our what do you say, our universe, the size of our universe, it is told, I think it is 2 billion. Okay, so 2 billion is the radius, so diameter becomes 4 billion. Okay, so now, or 4 million. So then earth layer is 4 million. 10 times of earth is water, 40. Then 10 times of that is fire layer, that is 400. Then 10 times of that is air layer, that is 4 billion. Then 40 billion, then 400 billion, 4 trillion, and 40 trillions, like that. Okay, now uh, explain. So even scientists are also telling that the plots of God are perfect. The universe is a plot of God. Many scientists, they believe that this all is not just है ना, it's very difficult to conceive, है ना। तो भगवान के जो प्लॉट है, हमारे प्लॉट इम्परफेक्ट हो सकते हैं, भगवान की प्लानिंग का परफेक्ट है, हमारी प्लानिंग इम्परफेक्ट हो सकती है। So this is completely perfect planet. So now we comes to description of what? Description of this is Jambu Dvipa. Yes. So Jambu Dvipa is something like this, in which center is golden Meru. सुमेरु भी इसको कहा जाता है. It's completely gold. Okay. So if you want to get a lot of gold, then you can go to this Sumeru. Okay. Let's say for temple construction, something like that. But it is not easy to reach to this Sumeru. Huh? And then near this Sumeru, all around there are 4 mountains like this. You can see. उनका नाम दिया हुआ है. Meru is surrounded by 4 mountains: Mandara, Meru Mandala, Suparshva, and Kumuda. What is the specialty of these mountains? It is told that these mountains are having big, big banyan trees on them. Very, very big, huge actually. Okay. And one of them, I'm probably, I think Mandara or Meru Mandala, one of them is having such a big banyan tree, which is even going to the Ilavata Vrisha, is extending till Ilavata Vrisha, where Lord Shiva resides with Parvati. And since Parvati, she don't want any man to enter inside that Varsha, this completely inside that, it is called as Ilavata Varsha. You can see it is name is written here, Ilavata Varsha. ये जो इसके चारों तरफ का जो है, इलावत वर्षा कहा जाता है. So no man is allowed, because Parvati, she doesn't she is with in some confidential pastime with Lord Shiva there. So that's why there is a boon to this forest. If any man enters into it, then he'll become Aviman. So we'll read this story further, that how does a great king, he entered inside this forest and became a woman, and he in fact became pregnant and gave birth to a child also. So like that, there are 4 mountains, and they are each one of them is having very, very huge banyan tree. So it is covering not only that mountain, even the whole Allahabad. Then there are 4 again small mountain ranges. You can see these are the Jatar, Devkuta. These 2 are called the Jatar and Devkuta. Then Pavanan, Parya, Pal Yatra here. And then there are 2 more here, Kailasha and Karvira. Then Trishranga and Makara. So actually, what Kailash we see on our this thing Himalayas, that is not the actual Kailash. Actual Kailash is here somewhere. Okay. So it is just reflection of this Kailasha. So now, then we see each and every Varsha, it is you can say इसको अलग किया जा रहा है किसके द्वारा, किसी और पर्वत के द्वारा. जस्ट लाइक यू कैन सी दिस इज भारत वर्षा, इसके चारों तरफ में क्या है, सॉल्ट ओशन है. इस और किम पुरुष वर्ष, उसके बीच में क्या है, हिमालयन माउंटेन्स है. दीज आर नॉट द हिमालयस विच वी सी, these are other Himalaya mountains. That height is very huge. We cannot imagine. We'll read further. इसकी height क्या है. This is Kim Purush Varsha. Kim Purush Varsha जहाँ की predominating deity रामचंद्र जी हैं, और हनुमान जी, सुग्री and all those you can say Bali, they were actually all living here. Similarly, then if you want to cross this, there is Hemkuta Varsha, which is also high mountains are there. And when you cross this, there is a Hari Varsha. And then there are Nishat mountain range. You can see it's very big mountain range from here till there. उनकी length and width हम लोग समझेंगे. When you cross that, then you will find three Varshas: Ketumala Varsha, then this Ilavat Varsha and Bhadra Varsha. Ketumala Varsha, all women of this planet, of this Varsha, they are very, very beautiful, extremely beautiful. Okay. Then is all this description we'll see when we'll read elaborately. Then Ketumala Varsha के बाद में आता है Neela mountains. There if you cross it, then Ramyaka Varsha. Then if you reach to the you want to go to Hiranmaya Varsha, तो आपको कौन सा cross करना पड़ा है, Shwet mountains. And then if you want to cross this Uttar Kuru Varsha, then you have to cross the Shangvana mountain ranges. This Uttar Kuru Varsha is the last Varsha which Arjuna conquered when he did Rajsvi Yajna. So Prabhupada explains actually here it's completely dark, not dark. I think it's completely very so much light is there. So he could have entered inside it, but here the predominating deity of this plan, this Varsha is every Varsha is having different predominating deities. Just like हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया था, तीन पुरुष वर्ष के जो हैं रामचंद्र जी हैं, ऐसे हर जो है उसके वो अलग अलग है. भारतवर्ष के आई थिंक बद्रीनाथ जी हैं probably. Actual Badrinath is in this Himalaya, not our him. This Badrinath. So similarly, this Uttar Kuru Varsha जो यहाँ पे जो प्लेनेटरी देती है वो है पृथ्वी देवी. So when Arjuna went to conquer this Uttar Kuru Varsha, so Prithvi Devi surrendered herself directly. Ki, okay, we accept this thing. You please don't come here, don't enter. So like that, Arjuna, he was living somewhere. You can see here, very just touching the salt ocean. Our India is here only somewhere, very small, and he conquered all these 9 stars. He conquered all these 9 Varshas actually. One more thing I want to tell. So there are a lot of descriptions, lot of interesting things are there. So here are these 4 mountain ranges, eight mountain ranges. So on them, different trees are there, different latas are there. So one of them is having one beautiful tree, I think mango tree. One is having honey tree. Different trees are there. We can read, of course, here in Prabhupada's this 5th canto. So when that mango is so huge actually, when it falls, so because of the juice of that mango, it's so much ripe, there is a, you can say, leak in the mango, and because that it becomes kind of river over there. And the people there, what does they do? They, when it is dry, so it becomes gold, and then they will just break it and make the ornaments, and they'll wear it there. You see, so easily actually gold is available there. We are working so hard, but easily, so nicely it is available. So like that, for all desire trees are there in all these Varshas except Bharat Varsha. Why, I will tell you. Only in Bharat Varsha these kind of facilities are not there. Otherwise, miraculous things are there in other 8 Varshas. So somewhere you will find some other facility, somewhere some just like Ketumala Varsha I was telling you. So very beautiful women are there. Similarly, the people's age on all the 8 Varshas are at least 10,000 years. Just like in Swargloka, people live for 10,000 years. Here also 10,000 years. Only in Bharat Varsha, our ages are changing. Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar, and Kali Yuga, 100 years only. So if you see, the time influences here us like anything. There the influence of time is not like time influences here in Bharatvarsha. There the people they will actually enjoy nicely the social life with their spouse, and they'll not bear the children so easily. So they'll bear the children at the age of you can say if they are living 10,000 years, suppose, so they'll bear the children around probably 5,000 years or 6,000 years, 7,000 years, so that they may not have to take care of the child. And like that, they will enjoy the sex life like anything. So full of enjoyment. And they don't become um, old so easily, just maybe few years, just 5, 10 years, 15 years out of 10,000 years. And like that, full of enjoyment actually. Whatever amount of things they want to eat, they can eat. They'll not become sick. So it's so much enjoyment is easily available. You can see in this plan, and each and every Varsha is full, actually fully populated. It's not that कि हमारे भारतवर्ष में कोई बहुत ज्यादा population है, वहाँ full population है. You cannot conceive it with the current Earth, Asia, Europe. This is not the same, which it is something different. So the people are living with very, very, with full of enjoyment. We cannot even imagine what kind of enjoyment they are living in. So that is, all is available for them. So question arises, why is it like that? Why Bharatvarsha people are not having this kind of facility, right? So anybody would like to answer this question? Why there is so less enjoyment in Bharatvarsha? Yes, anyone? किसी के पास में कोई उत्तर नहीं. Why people are not having those kind of facilities which are available for other Varsha people? So actually, Prabhupada tells that's why our Bharatvarsha is glorified. Even Devi Devtas, they want to take birth in Bharatvarsha. Why? Because there is influence on our karma of the time. There is no influence of time on another Varshas. Influence of time is there on Bharatvarsha. Of course, people are slowly, they are also going towards death. But that kind of influence is not there, that every time some kind of anxiety, some kind of worry, some kind of this thing, fully enjoying life. So, of course, demons, they attack all these planets. It is not like Tapala, Mahalloka, Janaloka. They are also having those kind of fears. So in that sense, it is not that much fortunate as much as are the topmost planetary systems are fortunate. But still, their enjoyment limit is much more than our enjoyment limit. So actually, it is told in our scriptures, Bharat Bhumile Janma Hoile Yad Janma Sartak Kar Paropkar. So why it is told like that? When there is no facility for enjoyment, when there is no such age, when we become old so early, even people are becoming old. We read in Bhagvatam, people become old at the age of 15, 20. They will be a child at 5 year, 10 year, and they'll die at the age of 20. And here people are living 10,000 years. This is so, you can say, injustice which is done with us by Krishna, in one sense, if we say. But actually, Prabhupada tells, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to tell, Bharat Bhumile hoy janmiya, janma sartak kar parupkar. So since we do not have such kind of great enjoyment, so we are not stuck into this material world. We can think about self-realization more than these other people of other varshas. So we are having Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi so easily, we can see. Anytime we can die, anytime. There actually this Akal Mrityu's worry they don't have. We can have Akal Mrityu also here in Bharatvarsha, right? So that Akal Mrityu thing is not there in Varshas also. So that's how people they have that. Actually, this human birth is very rare because we are always not able to enjoy that much. So we want that we should go to such place where there is no birth, there is no old age, there is no disease. And then Prabhupada tells that actually one should try hard for self-realization. When only somebody is unhappy, not very happy, it's a good time for him to seek the spiritual life, right? So that's how Bharatvarsha is very great in that sense. Here, the life is not 10,000 years. Just within 50 years, 60 years, you complete your spiritual life and go back to Godhead. But in other verses, you have to live some other 10,000 years. It's not so easy actually to die there. You see? So that's how Bharatvarsha is great. I hope you could understand my point. So that's how our life should be used. We have taken birth in Bharatvarsha. Anyway, we have to die. 100 years or 10,000 years, it does not matter much. But what matters is whether you want to understand Krishna or not. That great facility is there, easily available in Bharatvarsha. Other Varshas also it is available, but they are so much addicted to sense enjoyment, they don't want to listen much. They want to listen as much as their sense gratification is it is favorable to their sense gratification. So in that sense, if we see, we are very much fortunate that we are getting the chance to actually hear about Krishna a lot. And that's why Ganges, which is descending from the top of the universe, I'll tell you how does the Ganges also descend into this whole Jambu Dvipa. So that Ganges only touches Jambu Dvipa. It does not even go to the other द्वीपास also. और उसमें भी सबसे ज्यादा कहाँ उसकी कृपा होती है, भारतवर्ष के ऊपर होती है, right? It is almost covering whole Bharatvarsha. In other Varshas, it is just single layer of that uh, uh, this this thing. So now the width you can see, the saltwater ocean width is 800,000 miles, right? 1 mile, I think it is around 3 kilometer probably. Mile. 1.60 kilometers. So you can see, so it's almost, you can say around 12 lakh kilometers. 12 lakh, 12 lakh kilometers is the width of that salt ocean. This is not our this salt ocean, Bay of Bengal or Arab Sagar. This is not that salt ocean. So this is Mount Meru. The height of Mount Meru is just like similar of the width. Figures are almost very easy to remember. तो माउंट मेरी की हाइट क्या है, लगभग 12 लाख किलोमीटर उसका हाइट है. ओके, पलाक्ष द्वीप इसका जस्ट डबल है. तो उसके आगे जो ओशन है, जो समुद्र है, आई थिंक शुगर केन का वहां पर ओशन है, तो उसकी भी जो विड्थ है वो भी कितनी है, 16 लाख. एंड फिर उसके बाद में जो जम्बू द्वीप है उसका जो लेंथ एंड विड्थ है वो भी इतना ही है, 12 लाख किलोमीटर. देन हिमवत माउंटेन, इसकी जो हाइट है, यू कैन सी ना हाइट ऑफ द हिमवत माउंटेन, 80,000 miles. Krishna, so very high actually. Mount Everest is nothing in front of it, right? And this is Bharatvarsha. This is Bharatvarsha. Okay, this part is Bharatvarsha, which got divided again into 9 parts. Which again got divided into 9 parts. Later on, we'll see. Okay. So there's more description here. Bharatvarsha, we have discussed. Mount Meru, Hari Varsha is this, Kim Purush Varsha, Bharatvarsha. इसकी जो ये जो लंबाई बताई गई है, ये 72,000 माइल्स बताई गई है. हिमालय की जो हाइट बताई गई है. हेमकूट पर्वत, इसकी हाइट आप देख सकते हैं. निषाद पर्वत, दे आर ऑल सेम हाइट. हिलावत वर्षा, and this is all done. So this is something like that visibility if you want to understand. This is Bharatvarsha, Himalayan mountains, something like this. Top में थोड़ा ऊंचा रहते हैं, and these are different this thing, and this is Mount Meru, something like this. So इसमें चारों तरफ जैसे इसके चिपके हुए 4 पर्वत हैं. यहाँ पे बहुत बड़े बड़े बैनियन ट्री है. तो यहाँ पे फिर आप देख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे 2 पर्वत है, ये छोटे छोटे 2 पर्वत है. यहाँ पे अलग अलग प्रकार के वृक्ष हैं, बहुत ही अट्रैक्टिव. So here you can have more accurate glimpse. So on the top of the Mount Meru, now we are going on the top of Mount Meru. What is on the top of the Mount Meru? In the middle of the summit of Mount Meru is the township of Lord Brahma. It is made entirely of gold, and therefore learned scholars and sages called it 7 Satakumbi. This whole planetary system here, this whole system, the township of Lord Brahma, it is called as, also called as Satakumbi. This is made up completely of the gold. Surrounding Brahmapuri, this is Brahmapuri, this square is Brahmapuri, where Lord Brahma is ruling. Surrounding in all directions are the residence of 8 principal governors of the planetary systems, beginning with King Indra. So King Indra is living in Swargaloka also, and he is living here also. The question may arise, how is it possible that he is living at the two places? So just like sometimes we see a person is having many houses, who is very big person, he is having many offices also, somewhere in Malaysia, somewhere in China, somewhere in Japan, somewhere in India. So like that, these are the governors of the whole universe. So they can also have more cities, more planets, more houses, and like that, right? In fact, these all we'll see further in each and every Dvipa also, they're having their own cities, their own planets also. Beginning with Indra, these abodes are similar to Brahmapuri but are 1/4 the size. इनका जो size है ब्रह्मपुरी से 1/4 है. So now, how does the Ganges descend from the top of the universe? So when I would like to show you this picture. तो कॉजल ओशन इज देयर. कॉजल ओशन से वो कहाँ पर डिसेंड करती हैं? सत्यलोक में आके रुकती हैं. सत्यलोक में जो ब्रह्मा जी हैं, उनके लोग को जो है वो प्यूरिफाई करते हुए, इनका नाम विष्णुपादी भी है, विष्णु के पद से निकली है, इसलिए ध्रुव लोक को होते हुए, चंद्रलोक को होते हुए, फिर ये आके कहाँ गिरती है? जो है मेरू पर्वत के ऊपर आके गिरती है, ब्रह्मपुरी पे. ओके, so we can see. So on the top of the Mount Meru, the Ganges divide into 4 branches, each of which gushes in a different directions: east, west, north, and south. These branches, known by names Sita, Alaknanda, Chakshu, and Bhadra, flows down to the ocean. तो उसकी 4 ब्रांचेज होती है, सीता, अलकनंदा, चक्षु एंड भद्रा. जो भारतवर्ष की तरफ आती है उसे क्या कहा जाता है? अलकनंदा. ओके, we'll just see like this, and they are crossing this all 4 branches of the Ganges are crossing all these Himalayas also, E2 Mala Varsha and all those Varshas, and going into the salt ocean in 4 directions. What is the north direction here? That we'll understand. So this is something like that. It is going like this. The Ganges is falling into Brahmapuri, and it is going like this in 4 directions. So the names are like this. Alaknanda, which is coming towards this thing, Bharatvarsha. Then Chakshu. So Chakshu Varsha, which is Chakshu river, जो गंगा की एक और जो है धारा है, वो इधर जिसे कहा जाता है, आई थिंक केतुमाल वर्ष से होके निकलती है. फिर जो है सीता, ये जो है भद्रवर्ष की तरफ से निकलती है. और आप देख सकते हैं भद्रा, ये जाती है कौन सी तरफ? पीछे वाले जो था हमारा उत्तर कुरु, उसकी तरफ से होके निकलती है. So like that they merge again into the salt water ocean. Now if you see, north is given that उत्तर कुरुवर्ष को नॉर्थ कहा जा रहा है, और साउथ किसको कहा जा रहा है? भारतवर्ष की साइड को कहा जा रहा है. So actually it's very much decided कि जो हम लोग बोलते हैं कि हिमालय नॉर्थ की तरफ है, तो उसी तरीके से एक्चुअल में हिमालय नॉर्थ की तरफ है. तो परीक्षित पांडवास दे स्टार्टेड टुवर्ड्स द नॉर्थ डायरेक्शन. So actually they started going to these mountains, Himalayas mountains, है ना. So it's very difficult actually for us to conceive, but they started going towards this mountain. So north side means Himalayas. So actually north is that direction, south is this direction, east is the Bhadravarsha, and west is our Ketumala. So here you can see more accurately. So Brahmapuri, river Ganges is there, Sumeri mountain is there, Chakshu is passing through Ketumala, through Alaknanda is passing through Bharatvarsha, Sita is passing through Bhadravarsha, and Bhadra is passing through Uttar Kuru. Okay. So now let us read these things. These are the exactly from Bhagvatam. This These are the translations of different shlokas. The branch of the Ganges known as Sita flow through Brahmapuri atop Mount Meru, and from there it runs down to the nearby peaks of the Keshar Chala mountain, which are like a bunch of filaments around Mount Meru. So it is falling here directly. Kesh, Keshar Chala mountain. Sita. I think Sita is this one. Probably. This is Sita. Yes, this is Sita. So these are this mountain is probably called Keshar Chala. I'm forgetting, so let us just call it Keshar Chala. I'm not fine. Here they're calling it as Kesharachara mountain. That it seems that there are some here is some more mountain range which is called as Kesharachara mountain here somewhere. Then it falls to the peak of Gandhamadana mountain, and then it flows into the land of Bhadravarsha to the ocean of salt in the west. Okay, Bhadravarsha. तो इसको थोड़ा उल्टा करना पड़ता है. The branch of the Ganges, known as Bhadra, flows from the northern region of Mount Meru onto the peaks of Kumuda, Nila, Shweta, and Shringavan. So this is correct. इसके through होके निकलती है. In succession down into the province of Kuru and into the saltwater ocean in the north. The branch of the Ganges, known as Chakshu, falls onto the summit of Malayavan mountains, and from there cascades into the land of Ketumala Varsha. तो केतुमाला वर्षा हम लोगों ने देखा था. Here is Ketumala Varsha, Gandhavana, Malayavana. The Ganges flows incessantly through Ketumala Varsha, and in this way also reaches the ocean of salt water in the east. Okay, this is the east, north, south. This is the east. Right. Anyway, so the branch of Ganges, known as Alaknanda, flows from southern side of Brahmapuri. It falls down with fierce force upon the mountains Himkuta and onto the tract of land Bharat Varsha, and then flows into the ocean of salt water in the south. Right? So I wanted to show you one picture. And for Bharat Varsha, so this thing. Yes, here it is, this picture. So you can see almost all other branches of Ganges, whether it is Sita, Chakshu, or Bhadra, they are having just one branches. But our Varsha, Bharat Varsha, you can see it is having so many branches of the same river. It is covering almost all Bharat Varsha. Sindhu, Saraswati, Yamuna, Ganga, Gandaki, Koshi, and Brahmaputra. You can see, so we are so fortunate in that sense. All the 7 rivers we consider ना कि 7 नदियों को पवित्र माना जाता है. गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती नर्मदे सिंधु कावेरी जलेस्मिन् सन्निधिं. So like that, all these are the branches of Ganges, which are very famous, and they are purifying whole tract of Bharat Varsha. So like that, 9 Varshas are there, 9 mountains are there. That is the major river which we can understand here. So that's why we are very fortunate. In one sense, our Bharat Varsha is very pure, although those people are put here into the Bharat Varsha who are sinful. Just like prison house here in a city. So this material world itself is a prison house. On that also, this Bharat Varsha is like a prison house. But that prison house is very fortunate. The people are very fortunate because they are having very less lifespan. So just very much clear view, and to understand about the yojanas, there are these kind of things. We have this picture here. So just to understand, these are yojanas. So Bharat Varsha, इसकी अगर आप चौड़ाई लंबाई देखेंगे 32 योजना and 9 योजन इसकी width है. Similarly, if you see this हेमकूट पर्वत, इसकी जो चौड़ाई है वो कितनी है, 2 योजना, and I think this 2 yojanas, and the height is quite high. We had seen 20, I think 80,000, and similar different yojanas are given. So total it is 100. You will be surprised at how Krishna is designed, that this total yojana of Jambu Dvipa is 100. You know, it's 100, like that if you see. So the more description are here. Mandara Parvata is having one tree, which is also called as Dev Puta, and it is a mango tree, which I was telling you. This is Mandara Parvata. Here is Mandara Parvata. So from here, mango tree, when mango leaks, mango juice leaks, it becomes a river, and people make, after it get dried, make the ornaments almost like gold. And Meru Mandara, it is having one tree, it is called as Jambu, and probably this whole Jambu Deep, its name is Jambu because of this tree, and it is having rose apple. English में इसका नाम क्या है? Rose apple it is having. Then Supershwa, and it is having Maha Kadamba tree, Kadamba, and out of which honey comes actually. And then Kumuda is where? It is Kumuda. Here, it is Kumuda. So here Shatavasha, holy fig banyan tree I was telling you, which is covering the whole Ilavata Varsha, right? So then this is Kuru Varsha, also it is called as Uttar Kuru, also it is called as Uttar में है तो इसके लिए उत्तर कुरु से कहा जाए. Shringvan, ये जो पर्वत है इसका नाम है Shringvan, and its color is like peacock color, but it is full of gold. Then this is called, the name is, here is Shweta, it is having white color, but it is also full of gold. The Neela with sapphires, it is even very wonderful. And then Nishada, gold and shiny. Then Hema, it is fully golden color. It's a shiny in color, having some kind of reflections. And then Himalayas, it is actually for us, even if you reach somehow or other to these real Himalayas, then you can get the snow only here. You will not find gold. So we are so unfortunate in that sense, or we are very fortunate that we cannot gold easily. We cannot get the gold easily. And here are descriptions of meters. 32,000 base diameter of Meru. It is given here. Base of Meru is also given. We can read. Then mountains heights and width is also given. Meru पर्वत की height यहाँ पे दी हुई है. 4 cardinal mountains जो 4 इसके जो पास में हैं उनकी भी यहाँ पर descriptions दी है. So like that there are so many descriptions here. So apart from this, actually we are living here in this Bharat Varsha. We were understanding that Bharat Bhumi te janma hoile yaar, janma sarthak kar paropkar. So we are actually living in a great place, because here there is no facilities like other Varshas. We don't have those kind of events which are available there in other Varshas. So people can easily go for self-realization. People, they cannot enjoy like other Varshas. So they can actually easily go for self-realization. That's why it is called as very fortunate. Those are who have taken birth in Bharatvarsha, right? So we should try hard actually to utilize this facility which is available to us in Bharatvarsha. It's very rare. Actually, हम लोग जितना ज़्यादा हो सके उसका फायदा उठाएं. Although we have a lifespan of 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, which is nothing in front of other Varshas people. But in this version, these 60 years or 70 years, we can make our life perfect, which is told by Parikshit Maharaj, by Shukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj here. ना परीक्षित महाराज भी यहीं पर रह रहे हैं, पांडव भी यहीं पर रहे. यू कैन इमेजिन, राम जो है, श्री रामचंद्र जी यहीं पर प्रकट हुए हैं इस भारतवर्ष के अंदर. भगवान कृष्ण यहाँ पर प्रकट हुए हैं. So in that sense, this land is so wonderful. All our great acharyas like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, and Vishnu Swami, Nimbarkacharya, and many other great personalities, they appeared over here. What is the reason? Actually, easily we all can get divert towards our attention towards Krishna consciousness. So we should not है ना become lazy. हमें आलसी नहीं होना है सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन के लिए. वी आर रनिंग आफ्टर मनी, नेम, फेम, विमेन एंड ऑल दैट सो मच. This is easily available. Even Prabhupada tells you chant nicely Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. It is for sure that you will get Swarga at least in the next life. You keep chanting nicely if you have that kind of desire. What we speak about this other verses, but that is not our target. And why we should work so hard like a donkey? We should work hard to actually cultivate our Krishna consciousness. We should work hard to cultivate our Krishna consciousness, right? So I was telling that it is told still the people in the Kali Yuga, actually the time, the Satyug, Kali Yuga, Treta, Dapar, this is already in Bharatvarsha. It is not there in other Varshas. In that sense, if we see, we are fortunate, we are not fortunate also. The people of the Kali Yuga, they'll become more and more sinful. So that's how there will be some place, Sambhalapura, which will be in Himalaya terrain, which is very much unknown to the common public today. This is Sambhalapura, which is somewhere in the Himalaya, very nice, wonderfully developed city. So at the end of the Kali Yuga, when people will become very sinful, so this city will be there, and people over there will be witnessing that Lord Krishna has appeared in form of Kalki. Kalki Bhagwan यहाँ पर प्रकट होंगे, and he will destroy all those people who are sinful in Bharatvarsha. Actually, I will tell you that we are not living in Bharatvarsha completely. We are living in small part of Bharatvarsha, which is called as Bharat Khanda. There are 9 parts of even this Bharatvarsha. Different sons of Bharat, Raja Bharat. There were 9 sons of Bharat, which we'll understand later on. So they started ruling on the small khandas, and like that there are 9 parts, and then Bharat Khanda. We are living in Bharat Khanda, the smallest party, small this thing. So in that sense, we can understand we are very insignificant. What is this Jambu Deepa? And much larger than this Jambu Deepa is Palaksh Deepa. Much larger than that is this Kronch Deepa, Kusha Deepa. We are nothing actually in front of this whole. This is just Bhumandala, like that Atal, Vital, Talatal, Rasatal, Mahatala, Patala, and like that above us, Swargloka, Janaloka, Taploka, Mahalloka. So like that, so many planetary systems and much more elevated personalities than us are there. So we should not miss this chance of human life in Bharatvarsha. Otherwise, we'll become some animal in Bharatvarsha or Bharatkanda. No, then what we do? And suppose you get lots and lots of punya, बहुत ज्यादा पुण्य अर्जित कर लिया आपने कुछ चैरिटेबल एक्टिविटीज करके, कुछ मानवता के लिए कुछ कार्य करके, तो probably you may take birth, next birth in Ketumala, Ramyak Varsha, Hiranya Varsha, Kuru Varsha, Hari Varsha, Kim Purush Varsha. Or what is the use of those things? You will be actually, you have stuck yourself for 10,000 years into that Varsha at least. Right? So that's how we should be very careful. We should utilize this human form of life, not doing any kind of bargaining. कि नहीं, मैं अगली life में कर लूंगा, and I will just do little bit of Krishna consciousness. No, you don't have any option. So these are some more descriptions of this thing. पुष्कर द्वीपा, इसकी जो लंबाई चौड़ाई है वो यहाँ पर बतलाई गई है कि this is 64 lakhs yojana. Shak Deepa, 32 lakhs yojana. Kraunch Deepa, 16 lakh, and then Kusha Deepa, 8 lakhs. Chalmali Deepa, 4 lakhs. Palaksh Deepa, 2 lakhs, and Jambu Deepa is 1 lakh. जम्बू दीपा के बाहर में क्या है? सॉल्ट वाटर ओशियन. पलाक्ष द्वीप के बाद में शुगर वाटर ओशियन, देन लिकर ओशियन जिसका नाम है सुरा सागर. शुगर केन का नाम क्या है? इक्षु समुद्रा. क्लैरिफाइड बटर कुशाद्वीप के बाद में उसका नाम है सरफिश समुद्रा. मिल्क का है क्षीर समुद्रा. चर्ण योगर्ट दधी समुद्रा, So very obvious names. Clear water, crystal clear water is after Pushkar Deepa. That is Jala Samudra. तो पानी की बहुत problem है. We can put a pipeline and get directly good water here. So like that. So anyway, thereafter beyond Pushkar Deepa, the ocean of sweet water and foolish land is a mountain named Loka Loka, जो हम लोगों ने पहले देखा. This divides the country and full of sunlight from those who not lit by the sunlight. तो ये लोकल लोक प्लान जो जो माउंटेन्स है पूरी तरीके से बहुत अच्छे से इसको क्या करते हैं, इसमें बहुत अच्छा रोशनी रहता है ना. इट्स गोल्डन. आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू. Here you can see. दिस इज लास्ट पुष्कर द्वीपा. उसके बाद में क्लियर वाटर ओशन. उसके बाद इनहेबिटेड लैंड, यहाँ पे कोई नहीं रहता है. उसके बाद गोल्डन लैंड. उसके बाद लोकल लोक माउंटेन. फिर आलोक वर्षा जो हमने बताया था, यहाँ पे कम्प्लीटली अंधेरा रहता है. इट इज ऑल्सो लाइक अ सब्सटेंस, है ना. So with this we'll finish today's scene. Yes, in the last, our Ganges will come to Bay of Bengal. It'll get merged, and it seems from here it will go somewhere down. It may have some way. We are not very clear. And from there, it will get merged into actual salt water ocean. Okay. So this is summary. You can see here local mountains. The world unknown, the world and unworld divide. यहाँ पर ये लोक माउंटेन्स हैं. आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं इतने बहुत ऊंचे हैं. इतने ऊंचे इसके बाहर लाइट नहीं है. दैट्स व्हाई दैट माउंटेन डज नॉट हैव लाइट. इट बिकम्स कंप्लीटली डार्क देयर. सॉल्ट वाटर ओशन, sugar cane water ocean. The wine is also there. Somebody wants to drink a lot of wine, you can send them here. Ghee water ocean, ghee ocean, yogurt ocean, milk ocean, pure water. Pushkar Deepa, Shak Deepa, Kraunch Deepa, Kusha Deepa, Shalmali Deepa, Palaksha Deepa. Okay. So now we'll end it here. Yeah. Okay. Now if you have any questions or doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll just find it out.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम।
हाँ, हरे कृष्णा, हरि बोल।
प्रभु जी, मेरा प्रश्न ये था, ऐसा कहा जाता है कि मतलब जो ऊपर के लोग हैं जैसे स्वर्ग लोग वगैरह, उस वहां जाते जाते चीजें सटल होती जाती है, और नीचे के लोग जब जाते हैं पाताल लोक तक तो चीजें ग्रॉस होती है। तो एग्जैक्टली क्या है,
बिल्कुल.
मतलब ये कैसे देखा जा सकता है, मतलब कि मतलब ग्रॉस और सटल ये कैसे हम देख सकते हैं अगर हमें मतलब ऑब्जर्व
ग्रॉस एंड
करना है?
सेटल हमारी बॉडी के रूप में बोला जा रहा है. बॉडी अभी देखिए हमारे पास में अर्थ अर्थ एलिमेंट ज्यादा है. जब जैसे जैसे आप ऊपर जाते जाएंगे तो ये अर्थ एलिमेंट कम होता चला जाएगा. हो सकता है फायर एलिमेंट ज्यादा रहे. जैसे प्रभुपाद जी बताते हैं कि अगर हम प्लैनेट पे जाएंगे तो वहां पर जो लोगों की जो बॉडी बनी है वो फायर एलिमेंट की बनी. अर्थ एलिमेंट ऑलमोस्ट जीरो जैसा हो गया है. जैसे जैसे आप और ऊपर जाते जाएंगे स्वर्ग लोक में, वहां पर जरूरी नहीं फायर एलिमेंट भी हमारी बॉडी में बहुत ज्यादा हो, वाटर एलिमेंट भी बहुत कम हो. और मन बुद्धि अहंकार ये तीन ज्यादा होते हैं और बाकी एलिमेंट बहुत कम कम होते चले जाते हैं. सो लाइक दैट एक्चुअली इट बिकम्स सटल स्लोली स्लोली. ठीक है.
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी, हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा.